All right, guys. There's been a lot of people ask me, Billy, you're a dealer, and you tell us a lot about how to prepare sane and stuff. So, why don't you make a video? And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm making a video of how to wash your ginseng. You don't want to overwash your ginseng if you're going to dry it, but you do want to wash it. And so I'm going to show you how to wash it and not overwash it. And your dealer will be glad to see you coming. When you dry ginseng, a lot of us nowadays, we buy fresh ginseng with the dirt on it. That's fine, but when you dry ginseng, that is a definite no. No matter what dealer buys ginseng dirty, fresh, he's not going to want it dirty, dried. So, this is the right way to wash it. Just got a bucket of ginseng here we need to dry. Just spread it out. And now, something that's really good is get you a table with that screen wire on it. And once you've got it spread out like that, guys, this is my favorite thing to use. You can get these at Walmart or any Lowe's or anywhere like that. It's just a little wand, and you want to turn it on that setting. That's it right there. You don't want it to go too powerful like that because you'll wash all the dirt off. So you want to have it spray a little like that right there. Alright, and you can also get one of them handheld ones and then just back the top of it off so that it's spraying like that, and that'll be fine too. Alright, just hold it up over it. Come over here closer to it. Alright, and just keep going right on through here. You may have to pick a few pieces up once in a while and do it where you thumb most likely you won't. One, you got to dig it right. So don't break the tops, don't cut it up, don't chop it apart. And that's the key. And then once you do that and get it out of the mountain, get it down here where you can wash it. This is the way you want to wash it. Don't use a power washer. You'll get it too white. You don't want it not to have no dirt on it. If you wash it in a bucket, you just have to, if you're really going to wash it and get it clean enough to dry it in a bucket, you're going to have to dump the water out 2 or 3 times. Because after you first start washing it, it's just going to start holding that dirt on the seine. I've done it all my life, and that's what it does. It leaves the ginseng too dirty. To be honest with you, that's not a good way to wash it in a bucket. Not for drying. Alright, now we're just going to continue that process one more time. As this water is running over that, it's taking that dirt right down to the ground. It's not just leaving it there. It's actually getting rid of the dirt that you don't want. You're doing a good job right there. That's going to turn into some real pretty ginseng. Now look here, get it close right here, Ken, to my hands. Now that's how you want your ginseng to look, right there. Now you can still see the dirt in the rings, and you can tell that that's wild ginseng, but that's going to dry to a pretty cream colored looking seng, and we're going to walk over here in the building. I'm going to show you what the finished product looks like. I actually like to leave mine sitting out in the sun, but it's late today, so we're going to let it drain by the air. But I'll leave it sitting in the sun for a couple hours, and I've built myself a dryer now, so I take mine to the dryer. But before I had that, you can take Coke flat boxes or Gatorade boxes from Walmart, go down the aisles and get them free, and take this ginseng and lay it out in them boxes and just separate it out and not pile it up. Put it in your attic and take you just a little box fan and put it up around low and fix it to where it's blowing down on your ginseng boxes. In 4 or 5 days, you'll have perfectly dry ginseng instead of having to wait 4 or 5 weeks. All right, and another thing you can do is if you've got a no car and you ain't got to worry about somebody stealing your ginseng, you put it in a Coke flat or a box and put it in a car where the old car's broke down or something, and you can leave the windows rolled up. That's another good way to dry it. And also, it's good to run a stitch cord out to that car and put a fan in there. I like using them little small ones you can get for $15 at Walmart or $12 that goes back and forwards when I'm in a car. And that way it just circulates everything in the whole car. So you can do it in a car, you can do it in an attic, and that'll speed up your process of amount of time drying. Okay, so we carried it over, and you can see I've built these little racks here, and these work really good. You want that cream looking color right there. And so you get, like I showed you over, you get close. That's not too clean, but that's not left dirty. It'll dry pretty. You can get the same effect using a car with a little swivel fan that I'm getting with this. This is something that I built a while back. It's just a 4x4x8 box. And I put the racks like that one that I just showed you in here. And I've got a couple of heaters down here, so I'm creating what you get in the attic. And then I've got these racks going up. And up there at the top toward the back there's a fan pointing up. And then over here there's a fan pointing down. So it circulates. So the effect of that is that it's circulating like a dehydrator, but not near as hot as a dehydrator. At the same temperature as the attic, and this ginseng is dried in 3 days. Now you can get about the same effect in the attic with a fan, 3 to 5 days, just according to how big your sign is. You can't beat it. It's the right way to dry, and then we're going to go in here and I'm going to show you what your ginseng ends up looking like when it's dry. Okay, gang. The final step is once you've got it dry, bring it out of your attic, out of your car, or out of your dryer if you want to build you one like I did there. And if you want to build you one of them, and don't know how, go to my root and herb site where I teach everybody about all the roots and herbs, and there's detailed instructions in there on how to build one of them dryers. All right, we're gonna pop the lid on this right here, and then when you get done, that's what your ginseng will look like. And now every buyer is going to desire that, and you know it's the way that it should be. This is the way you want your ginseng to look. So without further ado, bring me some good dry ginseng.